Hey guys, Richelle here with Fem Fails, and today we are playing Planet Zoo. I am starting a new series on this channel where we are going to be using the new Australia pack items to make an Australian themed zoo. This is the desert biome, and I'm pretty excited. This new stuff pack, or I guess it's not a stuff pack, it is an expansion, I think. There's lots of cool stuff in it. I'm pretty excited for all the animals. I love all of them. They're super cute. So this should be a pretty fun series, and I'm looking for any input on where to put stuff and whatnot, however it ends up going. This episode in particular will be mostly building things. I thought this zoo we could start off with a plaza. I really struggle with how to start off a new zoo. This took, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 tries. It was a long time and I was a little bit frustrated, but I think I am pretty happy with the end product. This is going to be a river, I think. I really liked that idea of just coming up and over a river as you came into this deserty place. And I don't often start with a plaza, but I do think it's a good idea because as the zoo gets bigger, there's more and more people and they always end up so congested in the front, so this might be a nice way to get people to disperse and go around. Also, the idea that kind of started this zoo was I really wanted it to have a safari ride, so the whole thing will be centered around a safari ride that goes around, which I've never done before, so we will see how that goes. And I think, what will we do today? It will be mostly, I'm going to build some shops, maybe 2 separate restaurants. I would like an information kiosk and a staff room, and that should be good for getting us off. Oh, as I was getting inspiration for this, I was looking at lots of pictures of Australian landscape, and I love the color of the rock, and you see lots of the vertical line or horizontal lines going through the stone, and really liked that. You saw me try that a little bit there, but I wasn't super happy with the effect, so we're going with more big chunky stuff. There's lots of signs and wall decorations in this one too that I would like to use a lot of. I'm going to try to use mostly the stuff in the Australia pack for this particular zoo. I don't think that's always going to be possible, but we'll do what we can. And all this rock work, some people are just amazing with their rock work. There's people out there who are just phenomenal, and I don't really think I'm one of them. I find it awfully tedious, so you kind of see me cheating quite a bit, where I just let's just put big ones here and there, turn them around, and move on to other things. So when I get the urge to really fiddle around, then I'll get back to it, and you'll see things kind of subtly change in the background as time goes on. But look at the cool items that are in here. I really like the Australia that sign that was there, the country shape. I thought that was super cool. So it looks like my rock formation here is not big enough for most of the things that I want to do. I have really no idea of what I'm doing as I'm doing the sign. I just thought we would start with the rock formations. The name of the zoo that I chose is Redrock Zoo, so that just seemed fitting. And yeah, look at some of these pieces. I really like that one with the dingo. Those white trees, oh my god, I love them with the red background. I think they're super cool. So yeah, I put, where is the piece of wood that I ended up using? The Australian wooden wall here. I really like the colors in it. Where is it? The corrugated steel, that's cool too. These wooden wall pieces with the blue kind of red stripes through there. I thought it really went well, and it's just easier to put letters on there, so that's what we ended up doing. And yeah, so I'm going to do this safari, I think. So they're going to be bigger enclosures than probably necessary, and I don't know, should the safari ride go all, should there be a stop on the other side, or should it be a complete circuit? I've never made one before that is as big as I am planning for this to be, so I hope that it turns out, but we will see. And I know I want the dingoes. I think I want the dingoes on the other side of the bridge here. So I think most animals in this zoo, I'm going to keep it just Australian animals to start with, and we will see if we want to add more from there. I guess we could do more desert and grassland style after that, but my initial thought was that it would be Australia only, and we will just see how we feel afterwards. I think that the safari ride will be enough for it. I again don't know how the guests really react to it. And if it's too big, will they be more or less inclined to use it? I don't know how the mechanics work. So it will be something of a learning process. But again, it is what it is, and that is how this channel is. It is fails. So join me in my failure. Oh, there. I love that sign there. I thought that went really good with the background of the piece of wood that I used on the Redrock. And these little pieces, I love this lizard. I don't know why I had such a problem. Like, he had to go somewhere. And I think I delete him. I don't know. I put them all over the place, and I'm like, no, it's not good enough. And I don't know why. But I love some of these pieces. The rusty metal and the blue, I think, is really different and really cool. So I end up using, I think, quite a bit of those. And those little signs, I wish, why don't they do that in Planet Zoo? None of the animal signs all match. You have to do different sections differently, and I don't like that. I really like the road signs and wish we had one for like the wolf and the bear and all of that. But I suppose that is with, there's a lot of cool signs. I like the New Age ones too. That would be cool. Or, yeah, the New World ones. If we had those for every animal, would be good too. And the nature stuff in this pack are super cool. Those blood trees and these white ones. I love these white trees. I think they're so beautiful. So I end up using those quite a bit too, I think. But it's a desert. We have to keep reminding ourselves. This is not a forest. We might have a couple of forest areas. I think the koala bear section will be pretty fun. And I want to load up all of the habitats too. Like, get a ton of animals in there so that when the safari ride does go through, you should, at least see one or two. And these little guys, the blue with, again, the red background is just so pretty, and it's so different for adding some of these guys. So we have white and blue and red. It should be very colorful for a desert. I've never done a desert zoo, so this is quite a bit different for me. And it's funny how it comes along with all the colors. I initially was really worried about it being too boring, but I don't think it is. It's, oh, look at that. These big centerpieces that the pack comes with, some of them are really interesting. I like these sunshades. So you see me trying to just complete this. I never know what to do with that area too. Like, don't look that way. Look the other way. So we want it to be like pretty but not overly interesting. Don't look behind you. Look into the zoo. So just block it off a little bit. See, and that lizard again. I really want to put a lizard over there, but he doesn't actually fit properly. But I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. There should be a little bit... Oh, I'm doing the lights. That was hard. I like these ones. The metal ones are very cool, but they just don't light it the way I want to. Where these ones are pretty, I like the yellow. But again, the light it's not quite right. On top? No. No. So from the ground. That is more subtle. Yeah, I like that better. Good job, Richelle. And I think the first building that we are going to do right after this is a restaurant. Or I guess I shouldn't call it a restaurant. You're not going inside. It's just like it'll be a little food court area with a seating area and off to the side. So you can't see when you're coming around the corner was the idea, just to block that off. You have to go up the bridge and go actually see what's over there. Some of the pre-made buildings are pretty cool too. I like seeing what they started with because they can do some really cool stuff with the new pieces that maybe, we wouldn't have thought of. So I also don't often do my buildings this way, but I thought I would start with the piece itself, the shop itself, rather than just doing a shell. Then I can just see how everything fits together size-wise, because that is another thing that I find very difficult, is I either make things way too big or way too small. So I'm trying to get better at that by, actually using the pieces and seeing where they go. And I think 3 is too much. I really like some of these fascias too, but I don't think I end up using them. And these pieces, these blue and brown pieces, I love them. But I just can't make them work with, I guess, the picture that I had. They're so shiny and so new looking, where everything else is just more weathered. I wanted it to look very, like it's hot and sun beaten and just a little bit worn, and that just ended up going with it. Like these posts, I have to use those posts more. They're cool. And yes, this is more like, it's kind of apocalyptic, all corrugated metal and faded paint. See, I like that bathroom. It's pretty, but it really just, that's not the vibe I want. Where I like that. Like that roof is cool. I like those round pieces on the side too. So it's nice to get inspiration from the pieces that they give you. Like they did some very interesting things with it that kind of get you going. But I find it so difficult sometimes. I sit down and I'm like, I want to play, and then I just stare at a screen and go like, everything sucks. I don't know. I hate it. I tried so hard and I hate it. But I don't think that's how this worked out. I had a good time. It was a little bit frustrating at times, but these new pieces really get you thinking different. So it turned out well. See these corrugated, what are they? I can't remember what they're called, but they're like just raw steel. They're a little bit rusty, and it just didn't go with those blue and brown shiny brackets or whatever they are. So I'll use them eventually. I don't know where, but I'm going to. I also had a vision of I want a really big restaurant, not really big, but I want a restaurant on a hill. They have that iconic, I should know the name of it, that huge rock plateau that is in the middle of the desert in Australia, and that was another just motivating inspiration to do this, that I wanted a restaurant on there, and that was going to be my Redrock. So we will see how that goes. It will be a lot of terraforming, and again, I can find that sometimes super fun and sometimes incredibly tedious. Oh, and the building on here sometimes. I should have just taken the roof off. I don't know why I didn't, but here I am struggling trying to get that piece of wall there because I'm stubborn and won't do it the right way, but we end up getting there, so whatever. And you see me freak out there a little bit, getting mad. Nope, I missed a hole there. But yeah, some of these pieces, I just love the colors. And I don't know what animal. What animal should we start with? I'm kind of thinking the dingo. They're super cute and they're confident. I always find, this is sandbox, so it's not such a big deal. But in franchise mode, I am always tempted to put like the boring animals near the front, but you have to watch that some of those, like the bison, are shy, and you get so many people congregating in the front that I'm trying not to do that either. So the dingoes, I believe, are very confident. Actually, I think all the animals in this are confident, so we shouldn't have too many problems with that. We pretty easily start with any of them. But I don't know. I always love the wolves and the dingoes, and they never mind having lots of people looking at them. So I think that would be a good one to start with. And, oh, I like those round pieces, and I thought the chain would go really well with it too. So I'm going to try to use some more chains too. Getting it to attach, it really bothers me when things are floating, but that was another thing I struggled with here, how to get the chain to attach to the metal itself. Ooh, and you see, I like those posts. I like clicked on them and I was like, ooh, I have to use them somewhere. So I also get sidetracked fairly easily, but I like how that looks. I'll have to move the river further away from the building there too. These little ones too, I like that. Move that up, and that a little bit down. See that floating chain there? I know they have some brackets, but what else could I have done? I ended up, I think, so I try these, but they hang over the edge, and I didn't want to move the chains over. I liked the position of them. It seemed like the weight of it, you would need 4 chains. I thought of doing 2, but it just seemed like, I don't know. In real life, you would need 4. I know it's a game, but these things really matter to me, apparently. And the chain itself, yeah, I don't know. I just couldn't make it work. So I think I have these on here for a while, but I do think I just like all of a sudden go back and delete them. So they're welded on there. Don't look at them too closely. That's just how it goes. See, and then it's sticking out the bottom, which is also unacceptable. I don't know. All these rules I have for myself. I'm like, oh, it doesn't need a post. Why would we have a chain if we have a post? No, doesn't go. Absolutely not. Go away. I don't know about how I feel with those boards that go around the shop front itself too. I think I'll make my own there. And these signs, they're so cute. And I love this one. I have to use this kangaroo one more. I don't know in what other ways I can do it, but I really like those ones. And this wall is so boring. I struggled with it. What else can I put on here to make this less big and boring? People are going to walk up the bridge. They should have something interesting to look at. There, I just gave up. I was like, I don't need to do this now. I like that one. I'll have to use that more for the habitat viewing boards. I like those ones. And these rusty poles. I don't know what else I can do with them, but I really like them. There, they're helping to hold up the roof. That is the theory. And these posts, yeah. Use more of those. Oh, there we go. Right there, right there. Yeah, I like that. The blue with the brown, I'm surprised. I you know, red and blue seems very, I don't know, I don't often like that. It seems they're too different. You need to do it very carefully, but it just goes. It stands out really nice, and what do I know? This kangaroo, I like him. Yes, and I think I'm going to use these around more. I want to make like those signs that just point the way. What are they called? Not crosswalk signs. But you know, like this way to the dingoes and this way to the kangaroos, and use these Animal Crossing signs to go there. Ooh, and I love this sign too. So I'm going to put those all over the place. Yeah, I really like these metal roofs. I think have so much character. And these little rusty pieces of fence I think are super cool. And the whole theme, like that it's a little bit messy looking, I think is really fun. Sometimes, again, I get really tired of trying to make everything perfect and really clean, where this zoo will be more, just have that little bit of messiness about it, where it just looks like just cooked in the sun, and yeah, just like it's hot and it's tired, and I don't know, just a little bit of stuff here and there. It's sometimes fun. And this wall, we came back. We tried to avoid it, but here we are. I like those signs too. And these, I didn't realize when I put them up there. I thought they were just signs, but they light up, which is a pleasant surprise. I quite like that. And I don't know where the animals were, so I was kind of like, we'll just put the kangaroo on here for now, because I don't know what will come next. But the kangaroo fit there. They all fit there. It would have been fine, but we went with the kangaroo, and I can change it later, I suppose. Move all the posts to the corners. So I was like, now they're rain gutters, which, you know, whatever. I suppose they are. Oh, and I forgot underneath the roof, which again, I could just move away that chunk of roof and do it nicely, but why do things the easy way? And now let's decorate. What else? I always like to put something in that little corner. I don't know why the peak of a roof bothers me, and I really want something to be there. I wish there were little round windows that I could put there. And what other signs do they have? They have some pretty cool ones. Oh, the recycling one. I thought that was funny. Just like, oh, and recycling for Australia. The cassowary, the dingo, the kangaroo. I don't know which one I'm most excited for. I guess the kangaroo. I might save the kangaroo for the end. I'm also going to put the saltwater crocodile in here because it is an oceanic animal, but it didn't come with the pack, but it's an Australian type animal, so we will do that. And that one should be pretty fun. Maybe we'll start with that one. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to start with. We'll just deal with one thing at a time. Put some lawn chairs. Ooh, and I wanted fire pits. I thought the desert just seems like you would have fire pits everywhere. It's cold at night, it's hot in the day, it's not dangerous. Whenever I do jungle zoos, I have those big, you know, the ones that come with the South America pack, and they have like a big flame on them, and I was like, this is terribly dangerous. I'm putting them in the trees, but oh well. And here it's safe, so I should use them more because that matters in a fictional world as I am creating here. So, you know, that African one, I believe it's in the Africa pack. I like that fire pit. I wish it didn't have the legs. Oh, I set it in the ground. There, that's how I overcame that. I was like, no, just, you're not there. Some of the foliage, I really like the, again, I don't know what they're called, but these little blue, like, succulents, century plants, that's what they're called. I really like that kind of blue-gray color. I think it really complements the, with the red in the background. And there are those little lime greens. There we go. Okay, I feel better about this front entrance now. Now it is looking nice and bright and welcoming. Yeah, I love these little guys. They should just go everywhere. I may overdo it, but these are maintained gardens. So it's okay. This is not actually the desert. It is there's a gardener who works here and takes very good care of all these plants. That's why they're all alive here. So if it's not exactly on, you know, with the biome, then forgive me. I'm a gardener, so that's the way it works sometimes. You can do other things. And I guess I like this pathway. It's not my favorite one, but I don't know. I feel like I always end up using the same one, so I'm trying to do something different, and it matches. So I think I'll use this path on the plazas in the bigger open areas, and then I might do the natural path in other areas because I think it's really cool. Again, I love the red stones, and there is a new path which I didn't realize I wasn't using actually. I don't know how I missed this, but there is a new path that is the natural path that is Australia, and it has like barbed wire or rusted wire that serves as the curb edges, and I just didn't realize. I thought I was using it, and then I like looked back and was like, oh no, I'm not using it. So, oh well, we will do with that what we will. So that's done. I'm going to make an information kiosk here. I think I was trying to do something a little bit different. This was going to be like a single shop stall that I could just stick around everywhere, and I wanted it to look a little bit different. So I play around a little bit with how wide it could be. Could I put other doors or stuff? Like, it might be kind of nice to have a narrower walkway here, but I don't know, just a rectangle. I don't know. I was like, nah, it's too big. It could be okay. You could put some shops on the other side. No. So I like these curved roof pieces. Maybe we could do something interesting with that. I do wish that this metal rooftop, that all the lines ran in the same way. There's no way I can fix that I'm really happy with. I guess it's realistic. I mean, well, no, you could fix that. You could do that the other way if you really wanted to. I guess if you were lazy. I don't know. But, so I'm playing around with those. This piece is kind of cool too. I really like these roof pieces. But we put some around here. Try them in different ways. I like that. Uncovers the roof. Not so much. The other way covered better. But, all curved. It kind of looks like a spaceship. It's interesting. It's cool. It looks like it was kind of like pieced together with extra stuff, like everything else. So, I like that. I should add weather vanes. That goes with it too. I never thought of that. A little something over the door in case it rains, because apparently that's something that I care very much about. That looks cool. And this piece, I probably could have fixed that too if I had used something of a steeper angle. Like, why didn't I just use that one? Oh well. It kind of looks cool patched together like that. Doesn't quite fit. So, that side does. Mine's fiddly sometimes. But that kind of looks cool patched together like that. Maybe some more rusty pieces. Rain gutters? Because again, desert, rain. That is a thing to consider. I do like that though. I think that's cute. Nice little windows. It is some kind of awkward area around it with that roof like that though. But maybe we'll make it a garden. That'll be fine. One wall. What should we do with this wall? I like that koala bear thing. We should use that. We use that by the koala exhibit though. These New World pieces. I really like that tree leafy metal piece though. Ooh, and these posts. Yes, let's use these posts. That looks nice. Yes. A sculpture. Ooh, a sign. We do a loft of those signs. I like this too, the cassowary rusty piece. But then you would think the cassowaries should be around. Well, I guess not. It's the entrance. Ooh, and a tree. If you're in doubt, put a tree. Yeah, we'll make it a garden. No ferns. No ferns. Ooh, the eucalyptus trees are quite cool. I am excited to do the koala bear habitat. It's a walk-through habitat, I believe, which again, I actually usually make those ones too small. What was the last one? I think I made an aardvark last time, aardvark walk-through habitat, and they were very unhappy with me. I made it like super twisty and narrow, and they were stressed out all the time, and it was full of people, and it was terrible, terrible, terrible. They were poor, unhappy, well, untaken care of aardvarks. So, we will do better with the koala bears. And I have to see how many we can put in there, because we should put a lot of them. And get some little baby ones, because they're so cute. We got some nice rocks. Oh, a big rock. Still, that space there, otherwise I feel like people would walk through it. It needs something big in that other area by the bare wall. I like this, though, taking up the edge of the curb a little bit. We could do that all the way around. But something big here. What should go here? A light? That's not bad, I guess. I do like a light there. Yeah. No, not there. Yes, maybe? I like that better than the other one. And there's too many lights together. Oh, no. A sculpture. I know I'm trying to sidetrack myself away from this problem. A rock? You should just put a rock. When in doubt, put a rock. All the sculptures are so big. It's too bad they don't have any like smaller sized ones. Okay, okay. It's coming along. Don't mind that. Hanging baskets to fill this space? Maybe. I don't know. Oh, and this path. I think maybe I will keep using this path in the plazas and like the bigger kind of like shopping center areas, maybe the reptile house, and then I'll use the natural path on other spaces. So that should be pretty good. It needs a sign. What sign should I put on there? Oh, advertise for more kangaroos. That's good. Maybe I should make some archways with those posts. Those are nice. The signs I'll use for here, I think I will just stick on some of the pre-made wall signs and we'll just put them on top of those signs. And that'll be good. After this, I will make another little shopping area. I think this will be the information kiosk in the middle. The one by the bridge maybe will be gifts, and then I will make a second one on the other side of that other path. Oh, I like these fences. Okay, well that's better. If I don't put a curb there, the fences are nice. Okay, and then people won't walk through. Okay, I feel better. It's fixed. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, so the other shops will be food, and I'll make a little food court in that other area in front of the entrance building itself. And then that will be the little like eating nook, I guess. These fences are so good for such little like just the details. I feel like they add a lot. Not there though. What could go on that wall? The African theme does lend itself to this a lot too. A lizard! No. No. What do I pick? Oh, an air conditioner. Yes. Seems like a place for an air conditioner. More lights. This is before I knew that lit up. But I like these yellow lights. They pop out nice and they add a little, they make it look not quite so run down. They add a little like niceness to it. It looks new and taken care of, not just a junk pile, like it's meant to be. Good. Alright. There. That's kind of blocking the sign. I don't know about that. Okay, there, I moved it. Okay, I feel better. Under the tree. Alright, it's coming along. Okay. So now I'm going to put this guy, I'm just going to make a blueprint and copy paste it over there, I think. And then I'll just put different shops in it. And there we go. And get him set in the ground. That's too deep. No, no, no. Yes. Okay. And then in behind it, I will make the keeper or a staff room, I think. So there should be enough space for everything. Yeah. Alright, alright, alright. Pop some new guys in there. I like this. Needs more plants though, and rocks. Alright, so now going back here. Oh, those cannot be purple. No. I don't know why I did that. Just got a sudden urge to make them red. They cannot be purple. What if? And I was going to change that. I didn't like both kangaroos, but then I guess I forgot. I could change it to something else. This one could be a lizard or the koala bear. I guess it's an Australia zoo. That's kind of their iconic animal. Maybe I'll leave it as a kangaroo. Some more rocks. I like the safari vehicles. Those are so people can move around. It's going to be a decent sized park. I hope it's not, the habitats aren't going to be too big, but we will see. I really like these bushes. Nestle them in amongst the rocks. And the grass. They pop out so nice on that red ground. I really do just love it. Alright. I'm going to make space for a path here. And this will be how they get in behind for other facilities. Should put a sign on that post maybe. But we'll see. Some more rock. And I'm gonna leave some space because I could probably put the veterinary clinic here too and quarantine. This is the staff room that came with it, which is, again, it just doesn't fit the same style, but I like that rooftop garden, so I'll do something like that maybe, because I do think that it would be nice to sit outside. And I've got lawn chairs behind all the other buildings, so let's go with that, I guess. And I would like it to go together. So again, I can't use that. Where could we use those brown and blue pieces as, like, maybe we could make, maybe the restaurant that's on the plateau, I'll use those. And that could be like our special, like, fancy place. Also a reptile house. There came a whole bunch of reptiles with this, not a whole bunch, but there are other Australian reptiles. I think there are 4, but we have the blue-tongued lizard now, which is cool. He's pretty cute. So I am excited to make a nice reptile house. That should be pretty fun. And we could make that near the restaurant maybe, and make it with those kind of shinier things, and then this other stuff is different. Does that make sense? Should it all match? Maybe it should all match. I don't know. Let's deal with this right now. I really like these fences too. Maybe I'll use those around the dingo, but it doesn't fit. I'll use the other one. Alright. This fence is fine. I do like this one. I actually might like it better. So I'm going to make some kind of rooftop garden, kind of patio area up here. I think that would be nice. I like to have the staff rooms all kind of different. And I will copy paste these around as I need them. I think this will be like my standard staff room just shell. I'll make a smaller one too, I guess, in the future, but this one should be the big one. I will have a fair amount here. I haven't put a keeper's house in here because I don't know where the habitat will be, so I'll put that somewhere. I guess it would make sense to have the safari ride near the front door if I want people to use it to go around the whole zoo. And I have to decide if the safari ride should go someplace and we should have another station. I would like it to not. I would like it to be that you just drive through the whole park and then have to walk maybe through to the restaurant. Maybe it should just go to the restaurant, I guess. But then if I wanted it in the middle, I don't know. All of these things. For now, I will make one station and I will see how it works. And then we will go from there. Because sometimes I have found, what did I make? It wasn't the safari ride. Maybe it was the train. And nobody came, but that was a while ago. So, and it was probably, I was just learning how to do stuff. And that could very well have been me. But we want people to use it. And I don't know how it works. So we will see. And I was like, oh, everybody needs a topper on their building. So I have to remember to update the blueprint though. These lawn chairs are cool. For some reason I really didn't want them to be purple, apparently. I changed them to red. And a fire pit on the roof. Far enough away from the roof, the roof that's projecting, so it's safe. Just again, apparently something I think a lot about. We didn't need to use that piece. Yeah, there we go. Just put that on there. And I want some kind of planter in the corner so there's a tree, because there should be shade, but I didn't want the whole thing to be just that roof. So what could we use there? Will have to be, where are those? I like all of this, like, just clutter stuff. I used to play The Sims all the time. It's been a little while since I played The Sims 4, but, you know, adding all the clutter just makes a house look like a home, or it makes it look like there are people around using this. It's so sterile otherwise. And I like all these little fruits. It's going on a little, like, we need to fill the fruit box. It's cute. And there's tea. It's India tea, but that's okay. That makes sense, because in Australia, they got stuff from everywhere when they were, or every, I guess, British Commonwealth. And so that makes sense. And the planters. Oh, and then I forgot that there was a big planter. I just, like, didn't see it. So I was like, I have to use these big-ass wall pieces to make a planter? Okay. It'll be a big planter. Which is okay. And now, but to fill it with dirt, I was like, how was I going to do that? And I totally forgot about those mulch pieces. So, oh, put the lawn chair directly on the fire. Yes, speaking of safety. And more pieces, more chairs. Oh yeah, and I was like, great, there's another one. I didn't like how round that looked. Which way should you sit on a rooftop garden? Palms. I'm trying to keep it with, like, not just desert, but specifically like Australian desert biome. I'm really trying to stick with that. As much as I love the cactus, I might sneak some cactus around because I really like those. I think they're really cute. I should just make a different kind of desert zoo at some point, but one is enough for now. And it is a garden, so if it will live there, then, and there are gardeners, then they would plant them around and maintain them as necessary. So it's real. I can break the rules. And windows. I like how they glow at night. I don't like this wall. I don't know how I feel about this building. It's okay. This big wall here, it's so oddly shaped. Maybe I should have made the patio itself smaller. There. Put a lizard on it. That will help. And I like those for over the windows. That looks too low. Now that discrepancy between those two rows really bothers me. Like, something needs to go there and fill that void. So I'm like, a rain gutter will fix my problems. No, not all the way. That's absurd. Let's put it on this side too, so everything matches. Then every corner needs a gutter. And then, yes, good. That's better. And then does it need it up there? The front of the building too, I don't like it. And I was like, absolutely not. And we have just the side one. Or none of them. Oh, I thought I left one. Nope. We'll just make that less. And I was like, now we just won't look at it anymore. It's fine. And the landscaping. That's a cool, what are those? Bloodwood or something trees? I like that medium-sized one. The curve to it is cool. So you walk underneath that as you come along the path. I like that. And another safari jeep so that you can get around the park fast. I don't know how it will get out of that area. That's not very realistic. He's trapped by a tree on one side and a giant boulder on the other, and then there's a building on either side. So that one is broken down. You can't use that one. There. So that, what can be accessible? Oh, see, I figured that out. I was like, no. There, those are the other one, the usable ones. The other one's just there for parts in case one breaks down. There. Now it makes sense and it's fine. Plants and lights. I really like these lights. They really go. And by the rock formations. All right. And here it is. That's the end of our plaza. There's still some details to go in, but there we go. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you're new, then subscribe and leave a comment and tell me what to do next. Alright, we will see you next time. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye!